mantras of our Lord Sri Aurobindo. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says the aim of integral yoga being union, its beginning must always be a seeking after the divine, a longing after some kind of touch, closeness or possession. When this comes on us, the adoration becomes always primarily an inner worship. We begin to make ourselves a temple of the divine. With always our blessings, says our Lord Sri Aurobindo.
Grant that thy sovereign power may manifest. Grant that thy work may be done, and thy servitor consecrated solely to thy service.
ब्रह्मार्पणम् ब्रह्म हविः ब्रह्माग्नौ ब्रह्मणाहुतं ब्रह्मेव तेन गन्तव्यं ब्रह्मकर्म समाधिना एतत् सर्वम् ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ॐ ब्रह्मार्पणमस्तु ॐ नीलाम्बजदलाभिरामनयनां गौराङ्गीं शरदिन्दुसुन्दरमुखीं विस्मयनां बिम्बाधरां कारुण्यामृतवर्षिणीं हरिहरब्रह्मादिवीरवन्दितां ध्यायेत् सर्वजनेन सिद्धार्थफलदां वन्दे मीरां जगत्प्रसूं वन्दे मीरां जगत्प्रसूं मीरा नामैव नामैव मम जीवनम् मीरा नामैव मम जीवनम् मीरा ममैव शरणम् मीरा ममैव शरणम् मीरा मम शरणम् मीरा मम
Sri Aurobindo Savitri, Book 7, Canto 4, Voice of the Mother of Mind. I am charged by God to do His mighty work. Uncaring, I serve His will, who sent me forth, reckless of peril and earthly consequence. I reason not of virtue and of sin, but do the deed He has put into my heart. I fear not for the angry throne of heaven. I flinch not from the red assault of hell. I crush the opposition of the gods, tread down a million goblin obstacles. I guide man to the path of the divine and guard him from the red wolf and the snake. I set in his mortal hand my heavenly sword and put on him the breastplate of the gods. I break the ignorant pride of human mind and lead the thought to the whiteness of the truth. I rend man's narrow and successful life and force his sorrowful eyes to gaze at the sun, that he may die to earth and live in his soul. I know the goal, I know the secret route. I have studied the map of the invisible worlds. I am the battle's head, the journey's star. But the great obstinate world resists my word, and the crookedness and evil in man's heart is stronger than reason, profounder than the pit, and the malignancy of hostile powers puts craftily back the clock of destiny, and mightier seems than the eternal will. The cosmic evil is too deep to unroot. The cosmic suffering is too vast to heal. A few I guide who pass me towards the light. A few I save, the mass falls back unsaved. A few I help, the many strive and fail. But my heart I have hardened, and I do my work. Slowly the light grows greater in the east. Slowly the world progresses on God's road. His seal is on my task, it cannot fail. I shall hear the silver swing of heaven's gates when God comes out to meet the soul of the world. Lord Sri Aurobindo says, there is one thing everybody should remember, that everything should be done from the point of view of yoga, of sadhana, of growing into a divine life, into the Divine Mother's consciousness. To insist upon one's own mind and its ideas, to allow oneself to be governed by one's own vital feelings and reactions should not be the rule of life here. One has to stand back from these, to be detached, to get in their place the true knowledge from above, the true feelings from the psychic within. This cannot be done if the mind and the vital do not surrender, if they do not renounce their attachment to their own ignorance, which they call truth, right, justice. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, all the trouble arises from that. If that were overcome, the true basis of life, of work, of harmony, of all in the union with the divine, would more and more replace the trouble and difficulty of the present. A prayer by our Divine Mother. O Lord, grant that today may bring to us a completer consecration to Thy will, a more integral gift of ourselves to Thy work, a more total forgetfulness of self, a greater illumination, a purer love. Grant that in a communion growing ever deeper, more constant and entire, we may be united always more and more closely to Thee and become Thy servitors worthy of Thee. Remove from us all egoism, root out all petty vanity, greed and obscurity. May we be all ablaze with Thy divine love. Make us Thy torches in the world, says our Divine Mother. Our Lord writes about our Divine Mother in the book Letters on the Mother, page 609. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo writes, Mother has taken the body because a work of a physical nature, that is, including a change in the physical world, had to be done. She has not come to establish a physical relation with people. Some have come here with her to share in the work. Others she has called. Others have come seeking for the light. With each she has a personal relation or the possibility of a personal relation. But each is of its own kind, and none can say that she must do equally the same thing with each other person. None can claim as a right that she must be physically near to him because she is physically near to others. Some has a close personal relation with her, yet she sees little of them. Some have a close, very close personal relation, yet for one reason or another may see her much oftener or longer. To apply the silly mathematical rules of the physical mind here is absurd. Your physical mind cannot understand what the Divine Mother does. Its values and standards and the ideas are not hers. It still works to make your personal vital demand or desire the measure of what she ought to do. That way, spiritual ruin lies. She acts in each case for different reasons suitable to that case. Our Lord Sri Aurobindo says, the mother and I are one and equal. Also, she is supreme here and has the right to arrange the work as she thinks best for the work. No one has any right or claim or proprietorship over any work that may be given him. The ashram, Sri Aurobindo ashram, is the Divine Mother's creation and would not have existed but for her. The work she does is her creation and has not been given to her and cannot be taken away from her. Try to understand this elementary truth if you want to have any relation or attitude towards the Mother, says our Lord Sri Aurobindo. The hour of God, taken from Essays Divine and Human from the collective works of our Lord Sri Aurobindo. There are moments when the Spirit moves among men and the breath of the Lord is abroad upon the waters of our being. There are others when it retires and men are left to act in the strength or weakness of their own egoism. The first are periods when even a little effort produces great results and changes destiny. The second are the spaces of time when much labor goes to the making of a little result. It is true that the latter may prepare the former, maybe the little smoke of sacrifice going up to heaven, which calls down the rain of God's bounty. In the hour of God, cleanse thy soul of all self-deceit and hypocrisy and vain self-flattering, that thou mayest look straight into thy spirit and hear that which some man said. All insincerity of nature, once thy defense against the eye of the Master, and the light of the ideal, becomes now a gap in thy armor and invites the blow. Even if thou conquer for the moment, it is the worse for thee, for the blow shall come afterwards and cast thee down in the midst of thy triumph. But being pure, cast aside all fear. For the hour is often terrible, a fire and a whirlwind, and a tempest, a treading of the winepress of the wrath of God. But he who can stand up in it, on the truth of his purpose, is he who shall stand. Even though he fall, he shall rise again. Even though he seems to pass on the wings of the wind, he shall return. Nor let worldly prudence whisper too closely in thy ear. Nor let worldly prudence whisper too closely in thy ear. For it is the hour of the unexpected, says our Lord Sri Aurobindo.
Seigneur, vérité éternelle, permets que nous n'obéissions qu'à toi et que nous vivions selon la vérité. Supreme Lord, eternal truth, let us obey thee alone and live according to truth.
यतो वा इमानि भूतानि जायन्ते येन जातानि जीवन्ति यत् प्रयन्त्यभिसमविशन्ति तद्विजिज्ञासस्व तद्ब्रह्मा तद्ब्रह्मेति ॐ सत्यम् नमस्ते सर्वदेवानां वरदासि हरिप्रिये ॐ त्रैलोक्य पूजिते देवी कमले विष्णुवल्लभे मङ्गलां शोभनां शुद्धां निष्कलां परमामकलां विश्वेश्वरी विश्वम्भविकां प्रणमाम्यहम् ॐ सदा पातकसंहन्त्री सद्यो दुःखविनाशिनी सुखदा मोक्षदा मीरा मीरैव परमागतिः मीरैव परमागतिः सुप्रसन्नां सुवदनां करुणार्द्रनिजान्तरां सुधाप्लाविनीं भूपृष्ठां गन्धानुलेपनां ध्यायेन्मकरविश्वस्थां श्वेतालङ्कारभूषितां त्रैलोक्यप्रदां मीरां देवादिभिरभिष्टतां वन्दे वन्दे मीराम् वन्दे